Welcome back to the First Time Homebuyer City a Day Challenge, Episode 7. Today we're heading back east to New England, Boston, Massachusetts. For example, homebuyer in Boston, Massachusetts, we're going to use a median household income of about $95,000 a year. Boston is popular for a lot of their sports venues and sports teams, including the Patriots and the Red Sox. The Red Sox play at Fenway Park, a world-renowned stadium. There's a lot of U.S. history in Boston, and the USS Constitution, one of the oldest existing war vessels, is in Boston. You can take tours. And you can't talk about Boston without talking about the cuisine. The lobster roll is to die for, the New England clam chowder, on and on and on. Lots of great seafood and delicacies to try in Boston. So, for example, first-time home buyer earning about $95,000 a year. They can afford about $318,000 in a property at 20% down. Now, if this buyer would like to put down less than 20%, let's say closer to the floor of about 3%, they can afford a property of about $276,000. All right, to be honest, it was very difficult to find properties that would work for our median income first-time home buyer. I did find one. It's not very exciting, but we'll look at it anyway. So nowhere in Boston did I find a 2-bed, 1-bath configuration that would work. So I already had to break my rules and go down to a 1-bed, 1-bath configuration. These units are very small, and I believe most, if not all of the units I was able to find were all subterranean units, so basements or, partially underground. So the first one, and the only one really that works for, squarely in our first-time home buyers budget range, is this 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo, just over 300 square feet, so very tiny, and $280,000. This is, though, in a very fun neighborhood, the Allston neighborhood, really close to Fenway Park in sort of central Boston, so great for people who like the nightlife, restaurants, being outside of the home, right? Could afford, something there, which is cool. This unit is very bare bones, looks clean and freshly painted, but again, very dark because of being partially underground. It looks like, unless these were photos taken at night, which is unlikely, there's not a whole lot of daylight out. There's something sort of blocking. Very small kitchen, larger window, at least in the bedroom, good size for a queen-size bed, and a pretty well-maintained bathroom, fully tiled, good-sized vanity. Okay, so I had to continue to break my rules a bit, but there actually were some other options in and around the same neighborhoods that were just a bit more. So while not squarely within the realm of first-time home buyer range for our example, I did find a couple of really good options, and these were interesting because they're condos that are in sort of these old brick, kind of historic looking buildings, which would be very Bostonian feel. So this one, another 1-bed, 1-bath, a little larger at just under 500 square feet, and $325,000. Like I said, it's another subterranean, so it's very low ceilings and pretty dark, but good sized kitchen for a very small kitchen. Looks like a good amount of counter space. Doesn't look like there is a dishwasher, but nice closet here going into the unit. Good size living room here just off the kitchen. Very small windows, again, very short ceiling, and another decent sized bedroom and closet. Another well-maintained, slightly updated bathroom. So while the other two units were in the Allsted neighborhood, this one is actually in the Fenway neighborhood, so right near Fenway Park. Excellent neighborhood, great, low on the crime and things like that, very high in terms of things to do. So it is one of those things where it's like, there's more outside of the unit for you to do, so you're paying for living in the space like that. Is definitely the quotient here. So another 1-bed, 1-bath, 425 square feet, $375,000. Another gorgeous building, cool wood details around the doors. The very cool details at the top with sort of the dental entablature around the edges. So very cool to see here. But again, it is another subterranean unit. I'm not sure if there's even any windows in this unit, which is very odd. There might be one behind those drapes, but obviously very dark. But it looks like decent kitchen, newer appliances, newer flooring, new paint, good sized bedroom, new flooring, new paint. and another well-maintained, slightly updated bathroom. So all of these are right around the same, definitely smaller than we'd like to see, but good potential here if your objective is to live in close to these neighborhoods and be a part of these communities. So before I go into the ratings of Boston as a city for first-time homebuyers, definitely go and check out my bio. I have a weekly newsletter, Taking Up Ownership, where I give you the tools that you need to take up ownership and buy your first property. So go ahead and check that out. And now let's go to the ratings. All right, so for Boston, Massachusetts, number of options in the market, there really was only one property that fit squarely in between our top of the down payment range and lower down payment range for our first time home buyer at the median income. However, we did find a couple of other properties. I'm going to list this as a 1 out of 10. Quality of homes, minimum 2-bed, 1-bath. We didn't find any 2-bed, 1-baths here, so I'm giving that a 0 out of 10. Price spread of options in the market. Again, we only found one in our price range, so 1 out of 10. Quality of property locations. This is why you would buy here, right? Allsted and Fenway neighborhoods, 10 out of 10. This is why you would want to live in these shoebox condos, right? The property size in square feet, I'm going to give these a 3 out of 10, very small even for a 1-bedroom unit, giving Boston a 15 out of 10, which puts Boston squarely last in the rankings of cities in our first-time homebuyer 70-day city challenge. So check back tomorrow for my next video. Bye.